are ya? How you be doing? Personally, I've made some very bad decisions in my life. Most recent one being watching The Substance right after lunch. No, but seriously, if we're being for real, if I had to sum this movie up in a few words, it would be Jane Fonda meets Hocus Pocus meets Frankenstein. I know it just sounds like I pulled a bunch of random words from my subconscious, but I promise you, the viewer, this is an organized train of thought with a sane, capable conductor on board. Well, I guess that would make me the conductor, so I should probably rethink that sane part. But anywho, and I gotta say, I was too busy holding space for Wicked Part 1 a year and a half ago to watch The Substance upon its theatrical release. So I just did what everybody else does and was like, oh, I'll just watch it when it comes out on streaming. It took us a while to get here, but here we finally arrived. Now, for those of you who have been watching me for a while, you know how adamantly outspoken I am against toxic beauty standards and assigning value to women based on their looks only. So when I first heard about The Substance and its plotline revolving around the discarding of an older woman from a TV show and switching her out with a much younger face, I thought, ooh, the perfect opportunity to femininely rage again. I will take any opportunity at any point in time to femininely rage if I get the chance to do so. And I mean, of course, I'm going to be talking about The Substance as a film itself. And I'll jump around like a little bunny rabbit into sideline conversations surrounding the fuckery of ageism, patriarchy, unattainable body image, and everything else that's important for us as women to speak out about and that coincide with the main themes of this horror film. So if that ignites a fire in your soul and you remain unflinched thus far, why don't we get started up in this shit? So my first question going into this movie and seeing Elizabeth sparkle for the first time stems from an age-long curiosity that I've had for ages. What kind of personality or drugs do you have to take to be able to smile while working out? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being happy while you work out. I mean, it's like Elle Wood said, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't treat their husbands. They just don't. But I know that just for me, when I'm working out, I mean, even though I can't see my face, and I would never want to, it feels like with the way my facial muscles are contorting themselves, I can only assume that I'd be looking like something like a constipated gremlin. And if exercise do be making me smile, it's gonna be after the workout. And I've been going about my day because those endorphins have taken time to settle in. I don't know, maybe I'm just a freak and I should chin up more as I'm dying from physical excursion. Let me know if you're an exercise smiler so I can make sure you stay the hell away from me. I mean, you can smile while doing your own workout, but don't be sticking your nose into mine, telling me to smile and look happy about losing my breath and flaring my carpal tunnel with burpees. You know, Elizabeth Sparkle is like a less annoying version of Denise Austin. If you don't know who that is, she was the at-home fitness queen that reigned in the 90s. Every millennial's mom had her entire workout from your own home VHS collection. And in these exercise tapes, she's always so peppy, so hammy, so extra to the point where my hands tingle from feeling soul deep discomfort.
Keep those knees bent to protect the back. That's it. Tummy in now. Keep it sucked under. That's it. Tighten up the tummy. And suck. That's it. You're doing great.
Like, she makes my spirit turn in on itself from secondhand embarrassment. I'm sorry, I know I'm getting off topic and I'm being kind of a hater for no reason about happy people. And I'm sure Denise Austin's a great person. I hold no ill will towards her, or anyone I don't know personally, or anyone who just simply sees the joy in the little things or whatever the fuck. I just can't take her seriously as a fitness instructor, and that's fine. To each their own. I mean, everybody knows Jane Fonda and compares Elizabeth's character to Jane Fonda's 80s workout diva era. I wasn't alive then, so I didn't experience those days. I feel like I need to sue for emotional distress after seeing Dennis Quaid in this. That too close of a shot. In the beginning, where he's in the bathroom calling Elizabeth a washed up old hag and firing her in the midst of that shrimp slurping ASMR moment. And just his character being an all-around perv and ickify. And I threw a mini hissy fit at the screen every time I saw his smug, arrogant face, because we ladies have had the displeasure of being on the receiving end of the kind of treatment that he gives pretty young things. I just cannot with the creeps in this movie. Don't even get me started on Elizabeth's low-key stalker from 10th grade homeroom and her nice guy neighbor. But you know what? That's the reality of being a woman in Western society, where they fail to teach boys that girls don't owe them anything, and they're not pretty possessions to use and discard after they lose their shine. Let's talk about The Substance, like the treatment for one quickie little minute. That sounded dirtier than I anticipated it to be. So many red flags from the get-go. Like the guy on the phone talking like a mafia leader, asking for Elizabeth's address, only for the package to not be delivered to her address. Also, irreversible effects and lack of transparency for the process and long-term consequences for having a consensual 7-day death while a glorified zombie stands in your place. It made me think of that one Tyra Banks show episode where Tyra Banks brought women on her show to talk about how they underwent cheap procedures done under the radar that promised them the enhanced physical beauty that they were seeking and what bodily damages resulted in their decisions. Yo, discounts are for BOGO deals at McDonald's, not for dramatic and potentially dangerous body altercations. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell anyone what and what not to do with their bodies, but if you do want to go under the knife or get silicones injected into your bloodstream, you really need to do your homework and investigate the hell out of who you want to do it. Like, review their credentials, see pictures of their work, read an assload of testimonials, get consultation after consultation until every single last one of your questions or concerns are addressed. Because not only is your bank account and body on the line, but your life too. It's not worth trying to get the lowest price possible when it comes to messing with your body like this. But more importantly, you gotta think about why you're doing it in the first place. Are you doing it to impress others? And you think you need to look a certain way and believe you'll gain the love and acceptance that you want out of it? Or are you doing it because you really do think you will be more comfortable and secure in your body as a result of making the changes that you want to make to it? Because trust me, I am not immune to this kind of bodily insecurity either. Despite how aggressively pro-love your body I am for others, and honestly I need to have more of for myself. Rare moment of vulnerable disclosure here, so bear with me. I've been there before when it comes to contemplating getting work done on my own body. In moments of heightened insecurity and on days where I'm just not feeling my entire self. But as I've gotten older, I've come to realize that changing something on the outside is never going to fix what's going on the inside. Like when we're small children, we don't think of our bodies as flawed. Then we grow into our teens and into adulthood, and someone points out something about our physique that can be improved or fixed somehow. And it certainly doesn't help when we live in a heavy media consumption culture that is so youth obsessed and caters to the representation of younger faces and bodies. What I mean to say is the insecurities we have about our own bodies runs much deeper than what's on the surface. And we really need to be more mindful when it comes to the why. If there is something that we want to do to it that we think will improve our confidence and be more at peace with ourselves. You know what, at the end of the day, it's your life, do what you want. That's just my own body positive philosophy. You can take it or leave it. But back to the substance, I honestly don't know how I got through this movie with all the needles and blood. Like, my body gets achy and weak when I see a needle going into skin and the blood flowing through like a tube or something. Like when I'm getting blood work done at my annual checkup, I always have to look the opposite way from the arm they're sticking the needle in, because I can't watch it puncture my skin and see my blood going into the vials. The phlebotomists are always like, "You okay?" I'm just like, yeah, I just can't see the needle going into my arm. Am I the only one who has that experience, getting weak around blood and needles? I mean, I can deal with needles and blood on their own, individually, but combined, I'm all SWV up in the shit, getting weak in the knees. Let's talk about this pretty little Frankenstein's monster of a sort, or rather Sparkles monster, Sue. Sue reminds me of a Sanderson sister. Do you know what I mean? Like, instead of sucking eternal youth out of children with a spell, she sucks out the spinal fluid from her human host with a needle and syringe for the human experience. And she's an extension of Elizabeth, but she seems to know things that I don't reckon Elizabeth would have known how to do previously, like building an undead chamber from scratch. Like, where in her busy schedule would Elizabeth Sparkle have found the time to learn how to cleanly knock out a hole in the wall, clear enough space for a makeshift garage, and build a door? And Sue is definitely much more sexually liberated than Elizabeth. And because their individual fitness TV programs are run by straight rich white men, their visuals are very male gaze. And this thread of conversation is reminding me of something I see going on currently today in the online world. I have always held firmly in my convictions that some people, mainly straight men who inflicted the male loneliness epidemic on themselves, don't watch workout routine videos led by women instructors to get fit. They watch for one thing and one thing only. And I think you know the nature of what I'm talking about. I don't know if it was that way years ago before digital media became a part of our everyday lives, but in the present day, there seems to be this online epidemic of creepy weirdos that make their way to workout and fitness videos where the instructor is a woman. And you scroll through the comment section and it's just a bunch of horny losers commenting gross and pervy shit. Like, is nothing sacred anymore? I mean, not that it was ever sacred before. Is nothing sacred? I mean, of course, I'm not talking about those social media pick-me's posting thirst traps, where it's very apparent that they just want anyone or anything to compliment them and give them validation endlessly about their slim, fit, sexy body. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a queen trying to help other queens get fit, or a baddie minding her own business and trying to work out in peace without a gross fuck saying something dirty about it. Like, can women not tend to their physical health in public without being sexualized? Like, is that a big ask? I don't think so. Jesus God. That's why the gym is the bane of my existence. I'm just saying, too many of these individuals should not be allowed to have internet access or a gym membership. Solitary confinement for all you nasties. Nasty. Anyway, back to the substance. You know what else I cannot and will not be convinced out of thinking? That the chicken bone ass spaz the camera crew wanted to review was just a good excuse for them to look at Sue's junk in slow-mo. If they really saw something weird, they would have just done the take again, thinking it was a camera glitch, and would have just used the footage that didn't have her butt cheek spazzing out. And I definitively, most certainly, inexplicably will not be talked out of my hunch that whoever edited this movie really had a thing for Margaret Qualley's ass. I mean, yeah, I know it's a body horror film, and the female body is the defining visual that surrounds the plot line. But there seems to be a highly specific, zoomed in focus on Sue's bare derriere cheek. I mean, it's not just butts people want to shape up. People want to shape up their arms, legs, their sides, their abs, their stomach, what have you. Like, why were those body parts of Sue not given the same amount of attention as her ass? Does your ass want to answer that question? The substance editor? I don't know. I just found it a very glaring editing choice with the spotlight they gave Margaret Qualley's ass. Okay, now class, let's have a raise of hands for whoever at least once in their life felt the rage of Elizabeth cooking in the kitchen. Well, now you can see my hands. Literally what I think of when I think of the term cooking up revenge. I don't even think that's an official idiom, but it sure as hell is now. And that's becoming a part of my everyday vocabulary. That is literally how I feel when I've had to cook more than one thing for a single meal. The amount of willpower I need to get through it, the attention I need to sustain, and the mess I have made. This is what you're gonna get when I'm done. Like, when is food just gonna start cooking its goddamn self? Now, out of all the characters I feel the most pity for out of this entire film is that poor little girl dressed up as New Year's Eve Sue in the audience at the end. Like, there's no way that poor baby's coming back from that. No amount of therapy will be able to heal what she witnessed that night. So the main takeaway I got from this film and its message of how society lies to us women about our worth and how badly these lies have historically warped our perceived self-value. Like in the beginning, where it's just a typical great day at work for Elizabeth. Nonetheless, her birthday, everybody is hyping her up, wishing her happy birthday. And she's just content with herself until she overhears that creepy dickhead producer in the bathroom saying he's planning to fire her because she's too old to be a TV star and that he's going to replace her with a younger woman. It's really an honest reflection of Western society's disparity between the treatment of older and younger women and the toxic belief it holds that women past a certain age no longer bring anything valuable to the table and get discarded like a bloody tampon. But here's the real tea. A woman who has attained a certain level of maturity have come to learn how to spot these flawed systems and people better, making them harder to convince that settling, complacency, and mistreatment is normal or okay. And that is level 1 of patriarchy destruction. And before I tell you how to get to level 2, I just like to take a moment and say, wow, look at you watching a video in its entirety. You are amazing, and I thank you oh so much for doing so. And that if you enjoyed your watching experience, make sure to drop a like so I can bring you more videos like this in the future. I don't even know what kind of channel I am. I'm still figuring it out because I just make whatever I want and hope that cool people like you rock with it. Now, If you want to get to level 2 of patriarchal destruction, you and I gotta be a vibe match, and you gotta join my emotional support covenant. It's a small little troop as of right now, but we're on our way to building a matriarchal army of it for sure. And it's not like I need you to join a membership or join some other gatekeeping group to be in it. You just have to find the subscribe button on your screen and just tap it like this. Ding! And if you want to show your top tier loyalty and have a better chance of getting the flex of first on the newest video drop, then make sure you have your notifications turned on for this channel. Anyway, stay cool, stay fresh, and I'll see you next time. Bye!